Good morning. Let's do it. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind. Up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley.
Morning.
How's everybody this
Good.
eve of all the devil time? Day of the Dead, Halloween, however you want to look at it. As Dr. Holmes said when he was at the Whittier Church, he was doing this wonderful talk at the Whittier Church, and it was getting very mystical. And in the middle of it, he looked out at the audience, he says, and I shall stop there because the veil is very thin. And people were thinking that he was feeling the connection of what's on the other side. It's a very interesting talk. It's on audio only. They don't have video of it. But you can hear his voice. You can hear him trailing away as if he's peering over to something somewhere else. And that's this time of year. The veil is thin. So if you're into spirits on the other side, if you believe in that sort of thing, this might be the time to reach out to them. Could be. Hey, let's do our welcomes. Okay, Virch, are you here? Good to have you here, either on Facebook or on YouTube right now, this morning, on Sunday morning when it's a beautiful day, or maybe it's like Tuesday afternoon. You're like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me see what Reverend Stephen said this week. Wherever it is, you're at Virch, and we're happy to have you. We're also very happy to have been at the street fair yesterday. It was so much fun. Street fair volunteers, you can't hear me? No? You can? Okay. Street fair volunteers. Who was there? Nice. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a blast. We had maybe 2 or 3 times the number of people that signed up for the free sound bath. Yeah, we give away a free sound bath every month to people who come to the street fair. So that's really exciting. But there was this other group there, some plumbers, and they had a huge crowd in the afternoon. We're trying to figure, what did they do? So somebody here between now and next street fair needs to come up with one of those, what was it? Nintendo? No. Switch. Whatever the newest gadget technology thing is, we need to give away one of those things. They say, come back at 3 o'clock and we'll have the drawing. And at 3 o'clock, I'm going to do a sermon. and make them stick around for the sermon in order to get the drawing. But maybe we can get even more people to participate in the center and see what's going on. So anybody get something really big, huh?
You said the plumbers, Nintendo, Super Mario. There's a connection there.
Oh,
It takes a.
I love
yeah.
it. Thank you, Tonnocus. Thank you. I get it. It was way low. It had already dropped. It was rotting on the ground as far as I was concerned. So Street Fair was a lot of fun. Moving ahead, we got some things that are coming up. We are in the midst of our 40th anniversary celebration, and the last of our 4 for 40 projects is Bonnie's Card Project Supplies. What we do is we're collecting supplies for the Rainbow Connection. These folks' community helps people that are on different levels of the neurodivergent spectrum, and they collect these supplies and create cards that they then send out to people throughout the year. So our job is going to be to collect as many of the card supplies as we possibly can. And the list of what you need is right out there in the lobby on the big blue thing. Looks just like this, except it has all the list of things to it. So we're going to start collecting those between now and the end of the year. Also, in the next week or two, you're going to see the can back outside, the big giant soup can, because the Samaritan Center is running out of food. They have more people coming. They have 2 times a day that they give away food. They give away food for people that are homeless, and then they give away food for people that are unhoused. Then they give away food for people who are. There's another group. There's a group of folks that get the sandwiches and stuff like that. But then there's another group that doesn't have enough for groceries, so they come and they get supplies they can use to eat at home, right? However it works out. Bottom line is, we need to give more. So when you're going over to your shopping, I've kind of gotten away from it because I have so many beans at home already that I don't do the Costco thing anymore, but I'm going to do some more just so I can have enough to bring in. So let's do that over the next few weeks. You'll see that showing up, and we're going to do that right through Christmas because that's just the time of year we do this sort of thing. Now, speaking of food, we're all about the food. Thursday, Sharky's, 20% off. Let's go. Let's eat. Let's pig out at Sharky's. Come on out Thursday. See Pat if you want more details about it. And you can find out how to. And Sharky's is kind of cool because their food is sort of semi-healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say semi-healthy, but, well, come on. It's not cooked in your own kitchen. So you never know. It's good food? I'm not selling this very well, am I? I'm really not. My energy levels are down a little bit today. I just will admit that, so maybe that's it. But my energy level is really up for this next thing because we've been doing the book with Angela Carole Brown, and last week I spoke with her, and this week she will be speaking to us during the service. And before we get into that part of it, she did want to say a little something to the folks here.
Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, my family. I am so tickled to be here with you, to know that you are all immersed in my book. That just tickles me to no end, and that I miss you all so very, very much. And you remain in my hearts always.
She's such a sweetheart. So we'll spend some time with her a little later in the service to find out more about the book and how the book got to be where it got to be. So that's all that makes us happen. I mean, we're the street fair, the supporting the community, working with nonprofits. In fact, a couple of people came up to the street fair and said, "Aren't you the church that gives away money to other organizations?" I said, "Yeah, all the time." "How do I sign up for that?" "Well, you have to be nominated." "Will you nominate me?" "I don't know you. Why should I?" No, but seriously. But the fact that some stranger just walked up to me that I didn't know and said, "Hey, aren't you the church that gives away money?" People know who we are, and we do something that's unique. Our B. Thompson Spirit Awards is a unique thing among nonprofit organizations to give out as much money, and sometimes we give out as much as $10,000. And for what we bring in, that's substantial. It happened because of our endowment that B. Thompson helped us set up. And these endowments, we have 2 of them. We have the one for B. Thompson, which is for the nonprofit organizations in our world, and then we have one for ourselves that's just for the church. And the dividend for that is significant. that dividend is what we get to give to the B. Thompson people. And as we grow our own endowment, which is now up around $150,000, that will also become a significant dividend over time. So as we go into November, which is coming up, we'll be talking about, right, October, November, that's how that works. We will be talking more about how to support our center, not just in the day-to-day operations, but how to make sure that we ensure that there's another 4 for 40. Why not do 40 more, right? You know, like 4 more years. No, 40 more years, 40 more years. So all those things we do make up our vision and our mission statement. That's how we're trying to live it. That's right, how we're trying to put these words that are on the screen into life daily. Here we go. You ready? We're community. Inclusive, loving, and authentic.
We celebrate
All paths to God in gratitude, empowering self and others. We serve compassionately through outreach, inspiration, and education. That's who we are. That's why we're here. And here's what we do. Poet himself, we ought to call you our poet laureate, Jon Newbill. Thank you.
So join me in an opening treatment. There is one light, eternal, radiant, and whole. This light is the very presence of God, illuminating all creation. It shines through galaxies and glimmers in the human heart. It is the source, the love, and the life behind all that is. I know that this light is not separate from me. It is the essence of who I am. The same divine radiance that ignites the stars lives within each of us, right here, right now. We are individualized expressions of infinite light, sparks of the one divine flame. From this awareness, I claim my light-bearer status. I allow the presence within me to shine freely into the world. Through my thoughts, my words, my actions, and my compassion. Wherever I go, love travels before me. Wherever I speak, light is revealed. I am a beacon of peace, a reflection of the infinite good that forever expresses itself through me. And as each one here remembers this same truth, the collective radiance of this community brightens the whole world. I give thanks for this awakening, for the knowing that love and light are the very fabric of our being. I am grateful for every opportunity to share this light, to heal, to uplift, to bless. Gratitude fills my heart for this divine moment of remembrance and renewal. I now release these words into the law of mind, trusting that the light already shines, the love already acts, and the world is illumined by our divine presence. And so it is.
Please stand for our congregational song.
And now it's Cindy and Cosmic Kids? Or is it which Cindy?
It's which Cindy? I don't know. Which Cindy am I? Which Cindy am I today? The scary one. Ah! No. Hello, everyone. Hello, Cosmic Kids of all ages. This is Cindy Joy, your captain speaking. I guess my little monsters, my little friends are out celebrating Halloween early. So, good for them, because this is my favorite week of the year. Woohoo! When things get a little darker, it's getting darker. Things go bump in the night. And but the question is, what scares you the most? What scares you the most? So that's what I want you to think about. And how can you take care of yourself when you're feeling scared, when you're feeling afraid? How can you take care of yourself today and through this scary season? Well, have fun. Have fun.
So it's affirmation time. I'll read it once, then I'll invite you to read it with me. Letting the light in, I reclaim my light bearer status, filling the world with love and light. Together? Letting the light in, I reclaim my light bearer status, filling the world with love and light. So my reading today is by Uriah Mountain Dreamer, entitled The Invitation. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know, will you risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive? It doesn't interest me what planets are circling your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty, even when it's not pretty, every day, and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after a night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jon. Thank you. This morning, we have Tonnocus McClain.
I want to meditate on that some more.
I know.
That was profound.
Yeah, it is a
Some good
beautiful
stuff.
poem. Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
Reverb. Make sure it's on. You start. You guys start.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd bring out a warning, I'd bring about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Well, I've got a hammer, and I've got a bell, I've got a song all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the song of freedom, it's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Couple more times?
Yes.
All over this land. Where should it go? All over this land. Got a little ahead of myself there.
Tonnocus.
It's gap time. God awareness plays 3 minutes of silent meditation. I'll ring the gong and Cherie will bring us out with music.
see me if you can. Everywhere I am.
Thank you, Cherie. And do we all remember the meditation equation? M equals 5, 7, 10. 5 o'clock on Wednesdays, 7 o'clock on Thursdays, and 10 o'clock on Sundays. Namaste.
Come on back up, just in time. Right.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Love singing here. Okay, I'm ready. I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Hit yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Yeah, yeah. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Treat yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Treat yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Treat yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Treat yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten.
Yeah, unwritten.
Tonnocus. Coconuts. I love it. Wow, that's about a book. That's about a book. It was perfect because that, no one else. And that's what we're going to hear a lot about from Angela today. As we dive into this book, How the Light Gets In, and many of you got copies of it at the beginning of the month. I hope you did, and if you didn't, well, it's on that guy. Jeff has it, and he can have it on your front porch by tomorrow morning. Yeah. When I say that, sometimes people say, "Jeff, who's that?" Who's Jeff? Right. So, in this talk with Angela, it was like there was so much to do because she's such a good buddy. We got out. I think I interviewed her for about 45, 50 minutes. You're not going to be here for 45 or 50 minutes. I picked some stuff out of it. But one of the things that was interesting to me is, why did she write this book in the first place? And she was saying it's just so much stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the right one? What's mine to do? That's right. Yes. Don't worry. You're good. Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, the slides are a little different today than normal, so anyway, bear with me. It's inside. Don't go in here. Especially without a guide. But many of us have been feeling the disruption in the world. One of the conversations I had repeatedly at the street fair yesterday was about the anger that seems to be in the world today. People are just mad. And I don't think they really even know why. There are some ideas as to why, and some of it might be external, but I think a lot of it is internal. It's not having that space within us. And that's kind of what was happening for Angela. She was having that same experience, and she was like, the world today needs something. And she felt like, I need to contribute. How can I contribute? Well, one of the ways she contributed is she's a writer. So she did the unwritten. And as she did the unwritten, after it was over, she was listening to some music, and as a result of the song that she heard, she also got the title for the book. I'll let Angela tell the rest. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's go back. Go back and try the space bar instead. Nope. Oh. Well, that's... There it is.
For me,
Oops. No, that was it. For me, go back. Now, when you hit it, it's going to take a second. It's like what? Yeah. Oh, there's so much support coming. I love it. Deborah's over there. Darlene's over there. We actually have like a tech crew now. That is so cool. We're moving up in the world. We got IT people. Look at the IT team over there. I call those the it people.
as an artist and a performing artist,
So close.
as an artist and a performing artist, as I've been for many years, the
This is it.
imposter syndrome is probably
Oh, wait.
pretty common with
No, that's too far away.
who are out there in the arts trying to do something and put it out there in the public.
But we'll take it.
I think a lot of us will, it's a little gnome that sits on the shoulder, and as long as it doesn't get
Obviously,
too
she's talking about
annoying,
something
you're
else.
allowed to stay for a bit. I'm gonna live in concert with you if I have to, but
Yes. We're on What's Mine to Do. Yep. Please hold. This is where we would play elevator music if we had some. How about a little beat? A little beat just to get us through. Oh, wait.
for me, other than voting.
Oh, this is it.
Going out
We're right
and
spot.
signing and protesting.
Okay.
I felt very helpless. And I thought, well, I'm a writer. So that's where I can find some strength and some power and something tangible to offer society with this idea of finding ways to bring ourselves to a place of serenity, to a place of balance, to a place of emotional and spiritual stability, so that we can face this world and its difficulties. So that's how the book came about. And then I was literally playing a playlist while I was doing some busy computer work, and Anthem, which is the actual name of the Leonard Cohen song, came on, and it's always been one of my favorites. For years, I've sung the song, but it wasn't until I was listening to it at that juncture and I went, that's the title. That's gotta be the title. And then I looked back over what I'd read to see, does it, is this incongruent? Does this, and I was kind of struck by how perfect I feel. What I wrote really resonates with that phrase. And what Leonard Cohen means by that, when, the larger phrase, of course, is there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. The point is not perfection ever, and I'm also a person from 12 steps, so, always running in my head is progress, not perfection. And so I just feel like it fell together and was meant to be.
Look at that smile. It's just so cute. Now, you heard her say it was what was meant to be. You heard her say it was what was meant to be, but then she went into this idea that, and it happens to a lot of us. I mean, I found it so interesting she said this too, because Angela is an award-winning author. She's written several novels that have won awards. You've seen her here on the stage. She directed our choir. She's done performance all over the place, yet she still had that same idea that maybe it's not me. Maybe I can't do this. And so this part next is for all of us that have that same thing. There's something that we are qualified here to do, that we are brought here to do. And we sometimes think, I don't know, maybe not. No. Yes. The answer is yes. If it's in you to do, it is yours to do. Here's what she has to say about that.
As an artist and a performing artist, as I've been for many years, that the imposter syndrome is probably pretty common with most people who are out there in the arts trying to do something and put it out there in a public way. I think a lot of us will, it's a little gnome that sits on the shoulder, and as long as it doesn't get too in the way, you're allowed to stay for a bit. I'm going to live in concert with you if I have to. But, when I was writing it, there were a lot of moments of like, why am I doing this? Who's going to read this? Especially the people who know me well, who know I'm in 2 12-step programs. Clearly, I'm not a perfect, emblem of, we all have our struggles. And so, of course, those want to raise their head to say, you're not fit to tell something like this. But here's the thing. These principles have developed here and there over time in my life based upon other wisdoms that I've read, other amazing brains out there that I've, ingested, other people that have moved me, the people that I consider my teachers and gurus. And through all of that, I've amassed these little systems that have worked for me when I worked them. And that's also another 12-step quote.
It works when you work it.
And when I'm doing these principles, and I'm staring at them right here, when I'm doing these, my life is so much better than when I'm not. But guess what? There are days when I'm not. We just have those days. And so the process is, I think, by human design, meant to be ongoing. It's an ongoing process. You keep taking steps, and sometimes you go backwards a few. And you keep taking steps, and sometimes you go backwards a few, but that's just being human. The idea is that this is a good maintenance. I think a good maintenance, for me, has been a wonderful maintenance program.
That idea of a maintenance program, how much we do need a maintenance program.
As I've been for many years.
how often we do need that maintenance program. And I also thought it was very interesting, taking this apart and hearing it so many times. You heard how she said there's a little bit here, a little bit there. We are that. You're picking up stuff everywhere and gathering that. And Richard Rohr talks about this, as does James Hillman, in the second half of life experience. And yes, okay, I can proceed forward. We're in that. We are in that. And one of the reasons that we're collectively here is because that second half of life, it's the part where, you walk in the room and go, where are my keys? You don't need to worry about that. In fact, nowadays, leave your keys in the car. It starts automatically without the keys anyway. It's the wisdom. It's all those little bits and pieces that are coming together to form wisdom. You know, we've got a lot of knowledge. Now the wisdom is happening. And this world that we're living in, that is, we've gone through the pandemic, we're going through political things, we all go through our personal things, but we need that anchor. We need that thing to hold us in place. So the wisdom that we're having, that we're collecting, is one anchor, and then how we put it all together, maybe that's the chain that holds the anchor together. I'd like to let her speak more about this anchor thing that we all need to help keep us grounded.
It's a very challenging time for us because it feels like, and people feel this, that we're going backwards, like we're not learning from history. So I don't think the challenge, what it is specifically, is what matters. It's that any time we are faced with that, the kind of tribulations we've now experienced, a bit of, there just has to be an anchor that we can go to and practice and find a respite in when we need it in order to survive it. And not just to survive it, but to maintain a sense of wellness, serenity. I almost hate to say serenity because I know there are a lot of people who go, how can you feel serene? Why should you feel serene? This, that, and the other is going on. But
serenity doesn't mean you don't have experiences. It just means you're
exactly
in this space while those experiences are happening, right?
Exactly. And probably in a better, healthier mental state to be able to respond to those things than if you're in this great rage and fury all the time, or just collapsing.
Or just collapsing. So she comes up with these principles. Turn away from things that are bringing senses of anxiety. To read for pleasure. To meditate. Connect with Spirit. Connect with God. Just create, however it is. I picked up my coloring books in the last couple of weeks after going through this book. It's so much fun. Every night I just take all my pencils out and just color a little bit. I'm doing a Volkswagen van right now, and it's got little flowers on it and stuff. It's just so fun to do that, right? But to rest, to commune with nature, sit with the flowers, with the birds, forgive, and forgive again. And be grateful, and then be of service. So these are her 10 principles. A friend of mine the other day was talking about his daughters. He's got 3 daughters, and one of them's not talking to him right now. And he's so upset. He says, Steve, I love my daughters, but she's my favorite, and she's not talking to me. You all have children, many of you, and maybe grandchildren, and it's hard not to have a favorite. You want to treat them all the same. So I said, Angela, you got these 10 principles. Surely one of them's your favorite, right? He goes, no. I said, come on. One of them's your favorite, right? Yeah, she's got a favorite.
Yeah, the read for pleasure. I'm just a book fiend. And I've found so much comfort and so much expansion in being a book reader. And in my whole life, my parents brought books into our lives, me and my siblings, and I couldn't find a more grateful thing to have received in my life from anyone. So probably that one. And it may even seem an odd one to include in the principles, but I maintain that it is a way to find resonance with humanity and peace as a result of it. When you read book, fiction, nonfiction, whatever. You know.
Talk more
It
about.
resonates with you.
I totally get that. I think as I look through real quick, we're going to see we've got turn away, read for pleasure, meditate, connect with God, create. Oh, I don't know. That's
I know.
Play, rest, commune with nature, forgive, honor daily, honor gratitude daily. Yeah, the reading thing. Let's stay with that for a little bit. About the person who says, "I don't like to read." They're out there.
Right.
What do?
Oh, I know some. I have good friends.
Yeah. What do we say to them? Like, I know we can't change a person's mind necessarily, which you talk about around forgiveness. So you can't really. The trembling of the earth is not going to switch anybody's mind. But if you could, if you could say a special thing that would make someone start to read, what would it be?
Well, do you like to listen to a good story? I don't think people are averse to hearing stories. I think just this process here, and it feels like school, you know what I mean? I think that is oftentimes people are like, oh, and those same people love movies and love music. So listening to something, viewing something, maybe it's just this, that it's too much like school, that maybe, since I am a book lover, I don't know what's inside their aversion to it. But if that's it, listen to your books. That's a magical, wonderful thing, is that we now have audiobooks. Listen to your books. And I maintain, read anything, read a magazine. Just read something to give you a sense of recreation, to give you a sense of, I'm just decompressing now and doing something enjoyable. So as much as I want to tout books and novels and great classics, anything, read something. The idea being, find a thing. And maybe it's not books, maybe it's listening to music. I'm a musician, but I didn't actually include that as one of the principles. And that's just because it's a vast, vast, vast world of ways to find your peace and to find your anchor. But, maybe books aren't for everyone. But finding that way to recreate and decompress and do something that's enjoyable. And that's where the book resides in terms of the principles. It's about doing something that's restful and enjoyable. Personally, as someone who loves a good, complex novel, for me, it's also about that resonance with humanity. But if all you want to do is just be entertained and restful, read whatever is going to do that for you.
We all have something that we're here to do. Some call.
The big call of the book.
Oh, that was fine. Gonna go back? Okay. But that was pretty close. You're right on. I was just going to say that we're looking for wholeness. Really, our big call is to wholeness. We leave. I love the metaphysical description of Dr. Holmes and Eden, Garden of Eden. Everything is perfect in Eden. You have everything that you want, and then you're kicked out, into the world of duality, and then we spend the rest of our time trying to get back into wholeness. It's not original sin, it's life. We have to go out to the world of duality, up and down, left and right, good and bad, in order to have the human experience. But through that, there's always this inner call for our original source, which is the wholeness, as within, so without. And I think that's what she's speaking about here. Let's hear a little bit more about that. No, it's not going? Yeah, takes a couple seconds.
The big call of the book is to manage your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system. Don't let the stresses of the world just degrade you at the cellular level. And so you got to manage that. You have to manage the fight or flight. You have to balance it with the rest and digest. So that's the big takeaway, is to keep yourself mentally healthy, spiritually connected, emotionally grounded.
And keeping yourself there, that's powerful. And then when she was doing this book, she actually had a plan. The book was an essay. It started out as an essay that she wrote back pre-pandemic, and then expounded on it and expanded it into the book. But over time, it became this great thing. And it's interesting that that there's that what I want to say here, that it evolved over time, but always she had this goal in mind for the book. The reason why it is so short, it's on purpose. This is writing.
The big call of the book
No, one more.
is to manage
Next
your
one.
parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous
Next one.
system. Don't let
There, that one. We'll get this figured out.
I really wanted a kind of poetic voice. I wanted something that almost felt a little sing-songy. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I wanted something that almost, like, if you listened to me read the book, it might feel like a lullaby. I really wanted that kind of sense. I wanted to express the ideas in a very simple way. I wanted it to be brief. I am a very verbose kind of writer, and I could have gone on and gone on and gone on and written a 400-page book. But I very, very conscientiously said, I want this brief. I want this simple. I want it the prosody of it to be pleasant. Why? Because to go back to, people who don't like reading books, perhaps this would entice someone who goes, ugh, book reading, that's just so laborious, to maybe have a friend go, oh, but this one's so simple. This one's so flowy. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to have a reputation of it's easy and quick to get through this and to get those principles taken in.
And then the last thing that hit me, we'll be done here, is what I call the illustrator part. Because she's been all these things. One more click.
I really wanted a kind of poetic.
Oh. There you go. Okay. There's this wonderful gospel song I listen to, and it says, "Your yes may require more of you than you knew you had to give." And that happened for her in this one. I mean, look at all the things: singer, actress, director, writer, choir director. But then she started doing this book, and she ended up turning out to be an illustrator as well. And I thought it was an interesting story as how she got to be an illustrator.
At the time I was writing this, I was also thumbing through a poetry collection by Alice Walker. And the collection is called A Poem Traveled Up My Arm. It's just an ebullient, lighthearted pink cloud of a collection. And what helped make it that was that she was drawing every other page, just drawing. She's not even a drawer, but she was drawing little faces and images that just sprung to her when she was writing these poems. And I was so enchanted by that, I went, I want to do something like that with this book. I said, I want to have lighthearted, beautiful, sweet, simple, like, again, not this, oh, what a great artist, look at all that shading. No, line drawings, the simplest of ideas. I wanted that. And so I started looking just through, and I wanted them to just be the line drawings that I do. And so I looked through just, my computer files of all the different. And I haven't done a lot of line drawing, but I really like it. And so not everyone that I came across could I find its use for in this book, but I was able to find enough of them. And then when I think there were like 3 or 4 of the principles, and I went, I don't have a drawing to go with those. And then I had to actually, draw something specific for this principle.
My takeaway from all of this is whatever it is that you have in you that you want to do, you can do it. It's just that easy. It really is easy. And we make it so very hard, And I'm going to apply these to my own experience. I actually went out and I bought that the Alice Walker book, and it starts with, the rest of it is, you touched my shoulder, and a poem ran down my arm. I just love that. And so I'm just going to say it out loud right here to this man who's already done it. I got 63 poems, and by the first quarter of next year, it'll be a book. All right? 'Cause I want to do this. And I want to do it not just because I want to do it, but I also want to do it as an example of putting the principles to work. And maybe it's not a book, but all of us have that. And if we all did that thing that we're called to do, this angry world that we're in would be a little kinder and a little sweeter, because you would be able to touch those people the way Angela's book has touched each of us. And I've been enjoying doing these 10 principles, and will continue to do them for the rest of my life because of this one small, tiny book. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, Angela. So here's our affirmation. We have to do a double click. There you go. All right, let's do this together. Letting the light in, I reclaim my light-bearer status, filling the world with love and light. See, you are a light-bearer. You hold it within, and we get to shine it out, right? That's our joy. That's our journey. So as we go into our healing prayer today, let's make that the purpose. When we do treatments in class, we talk about writing a purpose for the treatment. Then we do the treatment, right? So today's purpose is to reveal that light bearer. What is that light bearer for you? What's it calling you to do? I want to activate that for each and every one of us. There are like maybe, I don't know, quick guess, 40 people in the room today. Wow, if there were 40 fantastic new ideas that were manifested into the world next year, who knows what that could be? And then if they found out that they all came from CSL Simi Valley, people be like going, what's happening in that place? So let's use the collective power of the Spirit that we know works in collective consciousness. Purposive thought is more concentrated and effective than non-directed thought. So go within at this moment. Get quiet. That question, what is mine to do? And here's what I know. The one power and presence that is God itself, that is Spirit itself, that is infinite intelligence, also infinite surplus and supply, right now has that idea in the cosmic storehouse awaiting your reach out and grab to bring it into time and space. So by this moment now, we activate the process. We plant the seed in the infinite fertile soil of Spirit that allows that idea to bloom full-orbed into expression by means of each and every one of us. There's something great happening at Center for Spiritual Living Simi Valley. That is the great thing happening in the world itself, and that is life. And we bring life to this idea as we populate it with our energy, with our time, with our treasure, and our talents. Calling that forth collectively in this moment. I charge us all with the pleasure and the joy that comes from expressing our good. Something wonderful will happen because as within, so without. As above, so below. When we do these things together, we're standing in the middle of the axis Mundi. We're standing in the center place of the turning world where everything is at peace. And I call that peace forth for each and every one of us in this moment, as I declare this to be our truth and affirm it by saying, and so it is.
I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. 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 I am light.
Yes, you are. I need some sunglasses. It's just coming up at me. I'm just going to squint for the rest of the service. So this is our giving time. You know the ways, and here are the various ways we have. We really are happy to have Zelle as a process for giving because there's no big charges on that. And we also like to get as many people as possible to do the ACH charge. If you want more information on how to do that, speak to the ever-knowing Darlene Bellis. She can help you figure out how to get that to happen through your bank. We have a wonderful declaration of abundance that has come to us, and it's powerful. It's powerful not just for our center, but for the world and for each and every one of us individually. Let's say it together right here and now. Divine love, it's doing its perfect work here and now. Divine love harmonizes. Divine love adjusts. Divine love prospers. Divine love foresees everything and richly provides every good thing for the world. Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, and me now. Why? Divine love prevails. Thank you so much, ushers, for your service. Take a look at all the activities we have going on at the center. If there's something you haven't done, get on it. Come over here and do it. Especially that creative sounding. It's not, I don't know if it's this week. It's the second Friday. That's a powerful event. And we want to keep it alive because it's so useful for people. But anyway, and self-care today with Ellen.
Grateful for all that's in the baskets, grateful for all the good it is already doing in this world. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you. We have one last song with Tonnocus. Oh, yeah.
One of my favorites.
Day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every gain to taste the sweet. I face the pain, I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. I've lived to be the very best. I want it all, no time for less. I've laid the plans, now lay the chance here in my hands. Give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. You're a winner for a lifetime if you seize that one moment in time. Make it shine. Give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will be free. Oh, I will be free. Thank you. And thank you, Whitney Houston.
Tonnocus, thank you.
Tonnocus. Knock that one out. Beautiful. Yeah. You know, you got to have some voice to even start that idea. You do, and you do. I mean, you do. It's good to have you here, man. Right? I know. Long history. It is 20 years. That's crazy, right? How do we get here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yep, yep. I mean, you got it gathered, right? We've known each other for a long time. Okay.
And then I had to find it.
Okay, so Linda Moore is leading today's service team. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. You got John and Deb Owen on that team with you. Glenn, thank you so much for your work. Olivia's up there in the booth. Thank you. Sweet that. Dorothy, thank you so much. No, you really. It was a different kind of service, so you nailed it. Thank you so much. Okay, so Trace, wait a minute. Is this last week? No. Well, it says Tracy and Krista for the Cosmic Kids. Yeah. That's okay. Don't worry, because I thought I saw the witch in here. Kathy, thanks for working in the office later. Sandy and Pam have done together doing the fellowship later, so go check that out. That should be fun. The cleaning crew this week was Kathy Burt, Ron Young, Deb Owen, and big shout out for open mic night, Alex, Dorothy, and all the volunteers that worked for the street fair. Give all of them a lot of thanks for that. Yeah, we're getting some legs on the open mic night. Yeah. Okay, let's see now. What else we got? We've got Tonnocus. He's moving around. Oh, you're gonna go help us sing our song.
I'm a ninja.
Okay. That's great. That's great. And Cherie, thank you so much. Our Soul Purpose Band. We've got Steve Fowler, Randy Jones, and Johnny Capella. And Johnny Capella was on bass for a while. Thank you, Johnny, for stepping in. Bob had to take a day off, so we really appreciate you showing up for us. That was wonderful. Okay, and now, what's coming up? You know one of them is ba-doom-boom-boom.
Oh.
Right?
The bad one.
It's that time again.
Bad one?
I was laying in bed this morning thinking, whoa, what's happening? Oh, yeah, the light is changing. From my junior battalion fire chief days,
Move it half an hour, leave it alone.
change your clocks, change your batteries. They've been trying that for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years to get that to be a slogan. It just hasn't worked. Change your clock, change your batteries. So I'm going to remind you, change your clocks, change your batteries. That way you never have to worry about it. They're always fresh. And then what else we have going on? There it is. After service. And it's going to be right after fellowship. Come back in here with Ellen, and I'll be with you today. And who else is going to be with you today? You have a guest speaker today?
Yes, we have many guest speakers.
Oh, many guest speakers. All right. So come and find out about this. You know, the holiday season in the I'm going to have to tell Angela, she's not really a 12-step person. They say that you're not really a 12-step person unless you're in 3 12-step groups. She's only in 2. So she's slacker, total slacker, right? Yeah. But that community does call this time of year, between Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year, the Bermuda Triangle of Emotional Destruction. It's like, yes, it's a challenging time for people who have gone through any of those things. And make me think about that Notre Dame professor had this great phrase. He said that religion is for people who are afraid of going to hell. Spirituality is for people who've already been there. Wow. Right? And if you've ever experienced any hellacious feelings around this time of year, Ellen is the person. She's your go-to person. You know, I mean, I tease her a lot. She is the brat in all my classes. You know.
What if she is the cause?
She could be the Bermuda of the Triangle. But what she really is an incredible therapist. She has clients that she sees here at the building, and she's good at what she does. So come out to participate in the Holiday Care Circle. Even if you think this time of year doesn't mean anything to you, it's just nothing. That's cool. Come and show that. Show your balance. Show your gratitude for this time of year. What else is on that list? Jon Newbill's on that list. Then come on up here, buddy.
I'll be over there by the door for
Yes,
anybody
sir.
who wants a 1-minute miracle. And if you don't have time for that, you can use the prayer box, and we'll take those and share them with all the practitioners.
Excellent. Excellent. The prayer box, by the way, was quite the hit at the street fair. We came home with prayers in the prayer box, so that was also a good thing to take.
Mm-hmm.
The whole week. The question is, what do we do with the prayers in the prayer box? They're circulated amongst what we call the ecclesiastical team, which is the practitioners and the ministers. And when we do our daily spiritual practice, in whatever form that is, we pray for all the people that are on that list for that week. Unless we know that they need to, unless it stipulates, sometimes it stipulates that an event is happening on a certain date, a surgical procedure or something. So we'll treat right up to that date. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's all stand, sing. We'll also do our benediction, which is Jan, Dorothy, Button. Here we are. I'm at home in the heart of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. I am living love. Oh, that's right, end of the month.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our center, loved ones all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Yes, indeed.
What key was that? G. Whoa. It's good.